Welcome to another edition of the Pan-Afro Culture Platform. This forum is dedicated to the promotion and preservation of Pan-African culture and heritage through the healing power and weapon of music. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about the exportation of music. Over the past century, music has been exported from one country of origin to another, from one indigenous location to other areas of the world. Soul, jazz, the blues, reggae, all this music have been imitated, copied, reproduced, and mimicked in other areas of the world that they've been, exported to. What about soul? What about Afrobeat? Well, before I talk about Afrobeat, let me just say that soul music is the greatest music to have been exported from one country of origin to another. No other genre have been imitated, copied, reproduced, and mimicked than soul music. But Afrobeat has also been trying to do the same thing for decades. Fela Anikulapo Kuti and other Afrobeat musicians have been trying to export the music from, Nigeria and to other parts of the world, but not as successful as soul music. But today, there's a lot of bands now have actually, been picking up Afrobeat in other areas of the world, whether it's in Canada, the UK, Europe, United States. There are a lot of bands now that are picking up classic Afrobeat and imitating, reproducing it, mimicking it, and the momentum is building. Fela and his sons, Sheun, Femi, and Kunle, and other musicians today have been, toting the bandwagon of Afrobeat and trying to spread it around the world. So, which brings me to this discussion now, and I want to give you a lot of information about bands all over the world that have actually been getting on the, Afrobeat bandwagon. And I'm very pleased that there's a whole bunch, and the music, the indestructible beat is marching along. So I will give you the names, and I'm actually going to read them out because I don't want to, mislead or, give wrong information and, not really giving you some articulation of what I'm really talking about. So I'm going to begin by giving you, reading you a list of these, musicians or bands that have started to, imitate and picked up and reproduce and mimic Afrobeat in other locations around the world, apart from in Africa. London Afrobeat Collective. As the name implies, these guys are from London. They play a brand of Afro beats, Afro jazz. It's amazing. They're very, very solid. Bauku Moses. Bauku actually is a Nigerian born, but he now resides in Cincinnati, and he leads a Cincinnati Afrobeat band there that is very, very solid. It's very it's percussion based. Afro funk, Afro jazz, Afro beats, even some Afro rock. It's amazing. Musuki Scales and the Common Ground Collective. They are from Atlanta. Musuki Scales, the Common Collective, they play brown, all styles, all kind of genres. They have Afrobeat, they have, jazz, they have soul, funk. It's all mixed in. It's just like a jambalaya. It's, it's something you need to watch out, to check out. Ifrisha from Denver, Colorado. These guys are very, very solid. They are very, very, the band, it has a lot of variety. Funk, Afrobeat, Afro soul. It's amazing. Two of his members actually went to Cuba for a very extended stay in Cuba, where they learned a lot of Yoruba traditions, Yoruba pantheons of the deities in the Yoruba tradition, where actually there was a album they made in 2006 called The Explorations of let me I don't the explorations in Afrobeat, and that album is steeped in a lot of Yoruba traditions. You have your Oshun, the Batala, the Ogun. All these are Yoruba pantheons where these guys actually incorporated the music and the tradition of the Yorubas of Western Nigeria. So that is just amazing. You need to check them out. It's great. Lafayette, they're from Paris, France. They play kind of Afro funk, Afro rock. Very, very solid. I think I've said solid too many times, but believe me, I'm telling you, I'm putting you in the right direction. Afrobeat from Montreal, Canada. They have all styles too, So let me even tell you that most of these bands actually, they play Afrobeat, but they've also incorporated a lot of other styles into their repertoire, especially in terms of the areas they are from. They've really developed all kinds of angles to their music, and to give you a whole collective taste of what the whole genre is all about. And Afrobeat is in the mix. So Afrobeat from Montreal, Canada. They play real funky Afrobeat, Afro funk, jazz kind of style. Aria Astrobeat Orchestra. They are from the UK. These guys play Afro beats, a little bit of Afro soul. They mix it with some soukous. Oh man, you need to check it out. Shoptit Afrobeat Big Band from Washington, D.C. Real Afrobeat in the Fela tradition, Fela fabric. They are really, really in the tradition of the Fela Afrobeat rhythm. And I've listened to their music, and man, I enjoy every bit of it. New Wind Afrobeat, originally from Chile. I think the guy or the founder originally from Chile, but they're now in the US. I'm not really sure if the founder is still with the band, but don't quote me on this, but it looks like that founder is not with the band anymore, but the band is still active. As a matter of fact, they appeared with Seun Kuti, Fela's son, for a gig, and I really liked it. It was great. So New Afrobeat band, very, very, well, check them out. Keleta and the Super Yamba Band. Keleta actually is originally from Benin Republic. He has done some stints with Fela. He also has appeared at Celebration, and he fronts this Super Yamba Band. I think they now reside in Brooklyn, New York. Great stuff. Afro beats, Afros, it's great. The Soul Jazz Orchestra, they're from Canada. They also mix it up with a lot of Afro beat, Afro jazz. Great. Antibalas, they're from New York, but they have a Nigerian frontman, and but also I'm hearing some rumors that he's no longer with the band, but they play really solid Afrobeat in the Fela, classic Afrobeat in the Fela tradition. And these guys are very, very good. I've listened to them so many times. I have a couple of their albums, Antibalas. So there you have it. You see that a lot of these bands have been, imitating, reproducing, mimicking, and copying Afrobeat and spreading over the world, around the world. So classic Afrobeat is getting there. The momentum is there. It's pushing. It's moving along, and I'm very, very pleased about that. And that's what it takes, for the music to get worldwide, publicity. and it's getting there, even with especially also with how, you know, the Fela on Broadway has really exposed a lot about the classic classic Afrobeat. But you'll see that I'm donning a Fela t-shirt. Yeah, this is a t-shirt I bought at the Calcutta Museum when I went to Nigeria in 2017. My hats are to Yeni and all the other Kuti family members for doing a great job in preserving that museum, and it's a world class. It's a class act. I paid my homage to the man and the music and the weapon, the original African man original, Fela African man original. Well, anyway, in this forum, you're going to continue to get, promotion like this, information like this. Check my website at panafroculture.com. I'm going to be giving you a lot of more insights to the music, what's happening, the exportation, and also just other aspects of the musicians and the tradition, from Nigeria, Africa, where we are now, our wings are now flying, and we are ready. Afrobeat is ready. The indestructible beat is ready, to take over. All right. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell, so anytime I release a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you.